you're gonna be too. So what you have to do is you have to make a crunch topping for your regular pumpkin pie. This is a 1/4 cup of flour. To that, I'm adding 1 cup of chopped pecans. It's a pecan crunch. 1/4 cup of light brown sugar. Mix it together with a pinch of salt. Really quick and easy. And then work in with your fingers 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. It'll bind it a little, I guess, or at least until it goes into the oven, because what you want to do with a pie like this in a crunch topping is you have to bake the topping and the pie separately, because if you put the crunch on top of your pumpkin pie before it baked, guess what would happen? The crunch would all fall to the bottom, because pumpkin pies are liquid when they go in the oven. So you want to get this nice and crunchy, and then when your pie comes out of the oven, that's when you're going to sprinkle this pre-baked crumble on top. Have your oven at 400 degrees and then spread this on a baking sheet. You can line it with parchment paper if you want to. Just spread it out evenly, and it needs to bake until it gets crunchy. That should take about 12 minutes. Okay, while that's baking, you can make your filling. You're gonna need a pre-baked pie crust here, and we have lots of recipes and lots of videos on how to blind bake a crust, so go find one of those. I'm not doing it today. This is 12 ounces of cream cheese, room temperature. And to that, add 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. You want to grind that up together before you add some more ingredients, so get it smooth. It's a pumpkin pie, but it's a pumpkin cream cheese pie, and it has crunch on top. It's like everything good, all in one pie. This is 3/4 of a cup of pure pumpkin. Don't use pumpkin pie mix, which is something that you can buy that has, I think, spices, maybe some sugar. Don't use that. Use the pure stuff. You can certainly make it yourself. I'm going to blend this. And then you can add eggs. 1 large egg and 1 egg yolk, just in case it's bad and or you get a shell in there, and then you can add it directly to your mixture. And then you need a yolk. So I'm going to add that. You don't need quite as much egg in this recipe as regular or standard pumpkin pies, because the cream cheese is a thickener too. Blend that. Additional thickening comes from 4 teaspoons of flour. You can add that, and then add your spices. It's 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, a pinch of cloves, classic pumpkin pie spice, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and blend. I mean, I suppose you could also buy pumpkin pie spice, but I like to make it. Okay, that's your filling. Extremely easy, all in the food processor. Then you want to fill your pie with the filling. Remember, this is a pre-baked crust, blind baked, so you're going to roll out your crust and put it into your pan and line it with parchment paper and pie weights or beans. Bake it for 30 minutes, remove the parchment and the beans, and then bake it until it's just golden on the bottom, but pretty much cooked, probably about another 10 minutes. So it's a total of about 45 minutes to bake this. You do not want the bottom crust soggy. This is only gonna bake for another 30 minutes or so. And you wanna make sure that your crust is nice and crunchy. I do not like soggy crusts. Get this into your 400-degree oven, and it's going to bake until it's puffed on top. That should take about 33 minutes. Okay guys, as soon as this comes out of the oven, you sprinkle that crunchy, delicious pecan stuff all over the top, and then let it cool to room temp, and then get it into the fridge to completely set. Give it a slice, a crunchy, crunchy slice. Ta-da! There you go. There it is. This is like so many great things all in one. It's cheesecake, it's pumpkin pie, it's crunch. It's pretty much everything that you could want in a pie. Yeah. It is so good. It's creamy, it's pumpkin-y, it's lightly spicy, and it has that amazing pecan crunch right on top. Give it a try.